everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. Hope everyone had a great week. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I wasn't planning on filming this early, but my dog decided that I didn't need to sleep in and I should get up. I have a run to Port Stanley this morning, but I don't need to leave the house until at least 8:30. For those runs, the goal is for everyone to be in Port Stanley by 11. So then you just determine how long it's going to take from where you're starting from. And then that's what time you start. So a bit later start than usual. It's a little bit cooler than it has been. So we have that on our side. Hopefully that stays that way. So I thought I would use this unexpected time to film a video, and then that way when I get back from my run, I can enjoy Midsummer Stitch. I'm just going to talk about this Santa in the background since it's there and it's very off-season. That was something that was in my grandma's house and would always come out at Christmas. And if you look, you can't see it from the camera, but if you look closely, there is some, staining on his face and whatnot, because we had it all, who knows, maybe even when my dad was younger as well, who knows how long she had it. But yeah, he just stays out now down here in the basement all the time. I am filming the basement. We got it all cleaned up a couple weeks ago when I had that garage sale. So I've been sequestered myself down here for Midsummer Stitch, and it's been really good. My son did join me for some of it yesterday. He said he's not going to join me today, so I think he was bored, but we will see. So been meeting some great people at the International Stitchers table. Deanne from Stitching on the Rock has been there. She was there pretty much all day yesterday. Karen the Twitchy Stitcher was there for most of the day. Karen the Stitching Owl was in and out. And met a lot of other great people as well that I've not spoken with, and made some new Instagram friends. So that has been fun. I have gone to, I think, all the talks so far. I wasn't going to go to the Lap and Loops one because I wasn't really interested in learning about dyeing, to be quite honest. But yeah, I did go, and it was pretty interesting. So everyone has done a great job so far. And my goal today is to be back for 1 o'clock for the Darcy and Jacob Flosstube live. So, okay, let's get into my stitching. I have 2 finishes, which is exciting. And one was from last night from Midsummer Stitch. And got a lot of Jolly July stitching done. I did buy one pattern from Midsummer Stitch, and it is the exclusive pattern from JED X Stitch. So I don't have it printed, so I can't show you, but I did get that. Okay. I'm going to try to go off of memory here instead of opening up my book, because I don't, obviously my setup is a lot different right now. Alright, so I did work on this hot air balloon Santa, Prairie Schooler. And I finished up this part here. There's a lot of stitches in this balloon. So there's still a whole bunch up here. That's pretty solid. once I'm done that, like, it won't take long to get him all filled in. And then while I have this bag out, clearly there's a lot of early schoolers on my Jolly July list here. I worked on this Santa yesterday for a little bit. So, in my Jolly July, I kind of intentionally, let's say I didn't go out of my way to make sure I stitched on my Jolly July pieces for Thursday and Friday because I knew I could work on them during Midsummer Stitch yesterday. So that's what I did. I still documented them as Thursday and Friday, only for next year so I know what days I want to put them on. But I just did a whole bunch of fill-in right here. So his coat is looking good. Okay. Right. I'm making you guys wait for the finishes. Oh, I did have one piece of haul to show you too. Show you that at the end, I guess. See, everything's all messed up. We're all out of order, and that's not the right one. Do I have a picture? So, In the Meadow by Ink Circles. This was purchased at the Jingle Ball one year. I didn't get very much done on this. I know that. I added in a little bit of blue that you can hardly see on camera and some of the white. Those bags, the zipper is very loud. Okay. Think about this. Probably this one makes sense next. So, the Abominable Bunch. Not a ton done, but it's noticeable. You can see I got a Yeti started there. I have it on my whip go as a finish this year. Probably not. So let's try to fold this a little bit differently. I'm gonna roll it a little bit. Okay, so the stuff I worked on yesterday, the stuff I worked on during the week. So, oops. Losing stickers. There. Okay, so let's go with one finish I had earlier in the week. And it's my Pile of Joy. So that is all done. And this is actually going to be my Candace Hobbs piece. So the person said that she liked autumn. So hopefully she will like that. I don't know how I'm finishing it yet. So I don't know if I will show the fully finish on here or not, since I have told you this is what the piece is going to be. I'm missing, I don't have enough room to throw all my stuff. Okay, and so as you recall, last week I was working on Tonight We Ride. Where do you think the cover is? Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I know Deanne from Stitching on the Rock is going to start this next year. She has a pretty piece of orange fabric. And I was focusing mainly on the moon for a prompt. And I will say this moon was very fun to stitch. And so this stitched up quite quickly. So that's how we are looking there. I think that looks really good. And I think depending, like, I think some people's color of this from the Fabric of the Month Club from Roxy is more pink, but I feel like mine definitely reads more orange. So I think this is a great piece for this stitch. Okay, so yesterday, this piece here is going to turn into my car stitching. I'm going to put this in the wrong way, but it's Hooray, It's a Snow Day. And if it fits, I have a couple different sleds that I could finish this on, and I think it will fit on one of them. That's what my thought is for that. I was telling those at our stitching table that I don't love this piece, like stitching on this piece, because it's so prim. There, he's not looking too bad. You can see him pretty good there. But he is kind of hard to see. And there were some stitches I had to pick it a couple times because I just felt they looked dirty. But again, is this, the color is Shaker White. So it's not, right? Like it's not a white, right? It's a dirty white. So that's that. So yeah, that's going to be my purse stitching. Because I'm getting finishes from my purse stitching. So. Has a very professional bag. I can go there for right now. And then my Mouse's Christmas Decorating is what it's called, from Tiny Modernist. So I needed 2 DMC colors, and I had neither of them. So I just subbed them for the closest one in the line. So it's that coral color. Boy, it doesn't really want to focus on him. Is that coral color for his cheeks and his scarf, and then the orange for his nose. So he looks pretty cute. So I worked worked on him yesterday as well. He was actually called that we worked on yesterday. And he just lives in my big bag of Christmas. He's basically what is happening in here. And then my second finish of the week is Zimmerman's coverlet. So it looks a lot different than the cover. So the cover is this, that is supposed to repeat 3 times. But I started in the middle and decided I was just going to do that medallion. So that is done. So this is 1/1. And the color is DMC 29, so it's a purple. Had lots of compliments on it in my at my stitching table. Can't get that right. Last night when I finished it. And then before I called it a night last night, and I will continue working on this. I don't have a cover photo. I'll continue working on this today. Is Kitty Litter, which is my Dimensions kit, my oldest whip. So my goal is to get this page finished this year. So I did add in a little bit more of the brown last night. So you'll see this again next week because I'm using it for a prompt for 500 stitches. And I only got like 166 in last night's. Okay, so that one will stay down. I'm also going to work on Welcome to the North Pole today. Yeah, so those are my plans for the haul that I forgot to show you. I did get another piece of fabric from Kaylee from the sewing shop for my Fabric of the Month Club. And this is called Honey Bear. I have no idea what I'm going to put on this. That's what it looks like. It is actually metallic-y in places. So yeah. I guess this would lean towards a Halloween piece. But if anyone has any suggestions on what could go on here, let me know. Yeah, so that's all I have for you today. If you are going to Midsummer Stitch today, check out the International Stitchers Room. That's where I'll be if there's not like a speaker happening. And yeah, we'll see you later today. Bye.